When it comes to political reporting here in the Palmetto State, there's one person who knows all about it, the Post and Courier's Schuyler Kropf. In this edition of Quintin's Post-Ups, I speak exclusively with him one-on-one. So when I was coming over here, I was thinking this. Generally, when the election is over in November, that's it. It's quiet.
Right.
But now you have Donald Trump in the news. He's tweeting a lot.
Right.
You have Governor Nikki Haley in the news because she's going to be eventually handpicked and eventually confirmed by the United States Senate as the United States ambassador to the UN.
Right.
Tell me, as we sit here right now, Schuyler, what is it like to be you?
It's a ringside seat to history. So you're going to see all these dominoes fall. You're going to see our governor really get a spot at the world now too. She will be the face, the mouthpiece, the voice, the image of Donald Trump's foreign policy. So that's kind of fun to watch.
Let me walk back down memory lane. It's not that far either. November 28th, you said this on Twitter. Senate President Pro Tem Hugh Leverman will remain in the state Senate.
Right.
He's adamant about that.
Yeah, he's adamant. He's got so much power there too, and you're finding out more and more. Even in Washington, the older politicians it's harder for them to give up that power, and I think he just likes being it as part of this institution.
What will that do for the South Carolina state as far as politics?
You're going to see whether or not some of the younger members of the Senate think he has too much power, and just see what his legal power play will be, and whether he can avoid becoming lieutenant governor.
Let me take you back to November 18th. You also said this on Twitter. SC Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster not getting top spot after real Donald Trump, which is his Twitter handle, picks U.S. Senator Jeff Sessions of Alabama to serve as his Attorney General. But now, of course, Henry McMaster will become the next governor of South Carolina. When you think of that, what sticks out to you?
Well, in that occasion, it was whether or not he was going to become the Attorney General. Right. So you would think there would be a time where Trump would start giving out rewards to his most loyal people. And that's turning out to be the case. I mean, the dominoes fell. Governor Haley left. Now Henry McMaster, who was the highest-ranking, earliest elected official to endorse Donald Trump, is walking into the governor's mansion, it seems.
And Henry really wanted to work for Donald Trump, but at the same time he loves South Carolina.
Yeah, I think he, more than anything, he either wanted to be the governor or a U.S. senator in some fashion too. Wow. So it's coming together for him.
And let me turn back to Tuesday. You said this also. Donald Trump supporters Bill Stern and Ed McMullen joined Henry McMaster gubernatorial transition team for post-Nikki Haley, South Carolina. What will a Henry McMaster administration look like in your mind?
That's a good question. We'll find out if Governor Haley was more combative with the legislature. We'll find out. Henry McMaster, he is kind of an outsider, but he also can be described as part of that good old boy network. Right. So we'll see. He's been around politics now 30, 40 years, which is, Governor Haley has not been around that long.
Yeah, you're right about that. November 19th, breaking this morning, Catherine Templeton read his bid for governor. And, I talked to her a couple months ago and asked her to do an interview, and she wanted me to wait until January. Right. But when you think of her becoming governor, what does that tell you?
Well, it's interesting that she's trying to. There's a chance when she announced this, again, all the dominoes have changed since then, that the state could be looking at electing its second female executive in a row, which would be quite interesting if that were to happen. But right now, the playing field is changing almost day to day, week to week, depending again on what Tim Scott does.
I was going to say, him and obviously Trey Guy will probably become the next governor, lieutenant governor.
Well, at least they could become as a team too, if they decide to run. I still think the jury's. I'll believe that when I see it right now. The jury's kind of out on that one.
Wow. And let me turn back to November 19th. Obviously, a couple of days right after the election, often all-around political trail chronicle Joe Klein addresses Billy Purpose series at the College of Charleston. This is what you tweeted out. What was that like in your mind?
He's a smart guy. I enjoyed talking to him. He wrote Primary Colors, and his latest book is about the vets and the returning people from Afghanistan. So smart guy, good to talk to, very insightful. And I think the thing that came away from that was one of the first things he said. He said America's got a lot of problems, but most every other country in the world would like to have our problems, so they're not as severe as what everybody else is saying.
And if I were to sit down and talk to you for Quintin's Close-Up 6 months from now, what will you be telling me?
I'll be telling you that Henry McMaster is governor and Nikki Haley is addressing some of the problems of the world.
Wow. Schuyler Kropf, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate this.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.